You're feeling lucky, punk. So welcome to the 7 Wonders of Starbound here on Randomise User. This is my new vanilla Starbound Let's Play build series in the same style as Asteroid Base and Safari Park, Volcano Colony and all the others. This one's about building space wonders, and we're going to start with some hanging gardens, I reckon. So future episodes won't always be based on the original 7 wonders, and this won't end up as 7 episodes either. I want to keep this as a bit more open, a bit more unplanned and all that. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to climb aboard our little spoiler ape ship, slightly remodelled. This timeline is non-fracking universe, by the way, so we are kind of like back to our old flamethrower and stuff like that, although I've expanded the ship this time. So all the pictures that I've seen of the mythical hanging gardens of Babylon, it's shown a lot of water around it. So what I was thinking is, if we're going to build this wonder somewhere... Space rabbit. If we're going to build this wonder anywhere, it's going to have to be on an ocean planet. So we don't have to build loads of bloody lakes everywhere or something like that. So I think... Where am I at the moment? The Illusoria Cradle. Am I already orbiting the... I think I'm already orbiting something. Oh, it's a desert. You know what? Maybe we should do it in a desert, because that would suit the sandstone look that I'm probably going to go for. And we could always build little lakes of our own. It might work. Okay. Already I'm already changing what I decided to do, but never mind. Let's have a bit of a look down on the planet. Down! Down, deeper and down. Oh yeah, this is still 1.3, by the way. Inevitably. Oh, blimey. Already we've got a... Is this an Apex thing? It is. Well, we don't want to build a wonder there, because there's already a bloody thing there. So this is going to be our first planet. I think I'll make the call. And this is going to be our first wonder. So the best place to discuss this series, if you want to do that, will be on the Randomise User Discord, which I do have, and I've had for a long time, but keep forgetting to promote it. So it's there. And there's already a Starbound channel in there, if you want to go in there and chat about what a hash I'm making of all this bollocks. So the link's in the description, and Zelda is in the castle. Ha 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 ha! I also want to tie in some stuff in this series with my Patreon to encourage new supporters for that, and to reward you for signing up to it, and because I do want to make the channel less dependent on YouTube's mad advertising. Well, disastrous at times, but anyway. So one more thing before we get going properly. Unlike previous series, we'll mainly be using creative mode, or admin mode. I'm probably already in that. Oh, I can't even spell. Oh, yes, I was already in there. So just simply so we don't have to worry about mining materials, because I think we've all played Starbound far too much to have to worry about mining sand for an entire episode. So we're going to do that. And might do a bit of like proper Let's Play exploration at some point if we want to get inspiration for some of our builds and whatever. I think wonders won't necessarily just be in one episode, so I'll probably just like record for like 45 minutes or something and then lightly edit it, unlike previous series where I've just tried to make one thing in an episode, which did encourage me to make smaller things. So if I want to do wonders, I think it may bleed over into more than one episode, depending on how things go. So I think we can probably integrate this into the wonder, maybe. So in fact, you know what? This shape here is pretty much what I want to go for, only bigger. And because whenever you see pictures of it, it does tend to be kind of this sort of ziggarut, you might call it. A sort of like multi-level thing. Only a lot more lush, a lot more complete, obviously. And a lot more kind of watery. At the moment, it's all kind of sandy and... yeah. So, if we can use this as a bit of a model... I mean, what stuff have we actually got here? Smooth sandstone... Yeah, this is kind of like what I was thinking of anyway. Sandstone being yellow. I've got a whole list in front of me, like post-it notes stuck to the monitor, of some ideal blocks that we can use. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to get myself a 3D printer and take it with us. So I'll just take the one from the ship. We'll also probably need the industrial workbench, because that'll allow us to make blocks. And because we're in admin mode, we can make what the hell we want. Are you okay down there in the fart basement? In fact, for once, I'm going to let you come with me. Come on, let's get going. You can watch and defend me against enemies, despite the fact that I'm in, creative or admin mode, so that's not going to be a problem at all. I've already left her behind. She's incapable of jumping, that one. Useless old care. Oh, she's back. She's fine. Right, so first of all, I need to actually look where to actually start this thing. God damn it, this place is already crowded. Well, here's what we'll do. Oh, apparently she's already got a strap on. Have we got a flag anywhere in here? Because I've tried to take everything out of my bloody inventory in preparation for this. We actually have got one flag, so I'll probably put a teleporter in at some point. Illusoria Cradle. This will be the Hanging Gardens of Illusoria, which I think would be rather sweet. Hanging Gardens. I'll probably do these across different planets. I think that'd be fun. I think I'll probably just stick to spoiler 8 for this. I was thinking about having a revolving cast of characters, or the previous lads, but then I realised that Deathstalker was in the Fracking Universe timeline only, along with probably Continuity Bart and so on. All we've got really here is Mrs. Goggins, Dead Hot Dude, me, and Space Velma. Was there any other ones? Yeah, not from 1.0 onwards. Anyway, let's actually build a bloody Hanging Gardens. Otherwise, you know, scenes. So already I'm destroying trees, even though actually we want trees in this build. I'll probably have to flatten stuff out. This can probably go. This will actually... I really should get my fish axe. I wonder if I've got a fish axe somewhere. Probably not. I'll have to spawn that in at some point. Can I do that? I can't remember how to do this. Spawn item. Super fish. Fish axe. That should be it. There we go. This is the one admin item I'll probably let myself have. This will allow us to... Get rid of all that nonsense. See, this is already going much quicker than it would have done if I'd just... Oh, hello. I think there's a rogue bit. I'll leave that. For no reason at all. So, a bit more flattening out will be needed. Oh dear. That's the problem with this fish, is there is a version you can have where it actually does create drops, rather than just obliterate everything, but that, I think it gets a bit laggy. So I guess this'll make a good starting point, really. And if we just kind of, as I say, we flatten this out. Bye. Sad little cactus. I'll probably leave... Get rid of that and all. I'll probably leave this here as a little guide, even though we're probably not going to use that. I mean, really, my idea of the Hanging Gardens is pretty much based on Google searching, and that's as far as I bothered to actually do my research, and it is very ziggarut-y when it comes right down to it. So let's bung up our 3D printer. That's a tree. Put it exactly where we need it to be. So this is going to be a bit harder work to actually use, because now we've got admin mode on it, it's got literally everything possible in there. And it's also going to be incredibly slow. I mean, my mouse cursor's already gone rogue. And we also need our workbench, which we'll need for the actual blocks. So I've already thought about what we need for this, and just type in sand. And for some reason, the flower block has the word sand in it somehow. Well done, filter. Sandstone bricks, though, we'll probably need 1,000 of them. Well, we'll get ourselves a little stack. Yeah, this is going to be a lot quicker than silly old normal survival mode. And we'll actually... I think we've got flower blocks and petal blocks. I think I've actually got some things. Let's just craft a few of them. Because we will need to make this very kind of, you know... lush. Verdant. Well, by the looks of it, I already had some of this. Yeah, I've got petal block and plant matter. That's what I've got. Also, flower block can go in there. We will need... that. I've got some beak seeds. Oh, beak seeds? Piss off, beak seeds. And some normal dirt, probably, just for some scaffolding. Oh, God. How do you do this in... Oh, that's totally wrong. Oh, it's time warp in this game, isn't it? I was doing a weird sort of cross between Minecraft and Starbound there. Okay, so time warp. Let's say 500 minutes, or whatever the hell they are. And there. Going behind the curtain now. This is why I sometimes do my other series when I can't be bothered to have night time. Because, I mean, nobody wants to see that. There we go. This is going to be hanging delicious. So if what I'll try and do now is... I think this is going to be the extent of it. This is going to be massive. This is what I want to do every more than an episode. From there to over here. Get rid of the background. And just so we're not like getting pissed off, put a little crappy staircase up there. It's my normal one to get through here. Huh. I'll take you. It's all a bit pointless when you're in admin mode, but never mind. Now we've also got a bonus little corridor to go down there if you ever fancy getting some sand or whatever. Right, okay, so Hanging Gardens. I'm just going to see. I'm going to do a bit of testing. Let's see. I guess what we do is something along the lines of... This is actually going to be very like that, if I'm not careful. So it's going to be something like this. We also need staircases up. I wonder if I can just do like a... Try and get into the middle. It'd be nice if we... Oh no, so it's actually a bit bigger than the middle. So, hang on, that's about 6 things there. 6 things there. I'm guessing it's kind of... This is going to be the middle. This is going to be bad if it isn't. I really should try and work it out. We won't worry too much about symmetry. Although, this is the sort of thing... That's the sort of thing that pisses people off when they watch it. It's slightly offset! You monster! And then I have to spend the rest of the series apologising. Oh, don't give a toss. One of the two. Oh. Yeah, not too much of a problem. However, we do actually need to expand this a little bit, don't we? So... Let's just do that. Oh! Keep on doing that, don't I? Yeah, I think it will. I can be doing that tall, can't I? And then all will be down like that. I bet you're regretting me not doing much editing on this now. This is actually a massive staircase, isn't it? I was hoping... Maybe I should only do it for once. I don't know. I'm going to do it on one side only, but... I still think we should try and do it a bit symmetrical if we can. So we'll probably need some sandstone-y type version of this platform. I'll look that up in a bit. But that'll be sort of like going across like that. So I haven't actually got a plan for this. I've deliberately tried to not plan this out in advance. That's the whole point of these series that I make. They're not. It's supposed to be about more like the journey than it is about building pristine builds. So no, really. But yeah, I haven't. The only plan I have got is I'm trying to make it a bit like Google image searches of the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, which probably didn't even exist, or nobody quite knows where they were. But there's plenty of references in the old texts. So I think, as I say in the intro, future. I can hear firing. Oh, well done, Leah, whose name I've only just remembered. So this is going to be actually based on the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, this one. But future ones, I'm going to try and be a bit more inventive. I don't want to just do like the Statue of Zeus, only slightly different, because that one's a bloody statue. I can't really be bothered. It just won't be that inventive. I want to try and look for more interesting inspiration for the series. I mean, do let me know in the comments if you've got any particularly clever ideas. I'll probably ignore you, but you never know. It might be breathtaking. I've only run out of this stuff. Oh no, I've actually got it in... I know what I've done. X, there we go. But I want to do things that are maybe like other wonders that aren't actually the ancient 7 wonders. Maybe base it on things like that. There's one in Wales, which looks quite cool, which I could recreate in my own spacey version. I want to try and make this kind of faintly space themed, I guess, if I can. I'm just going to sort of make sure that the first level feels... Actually, the thing is, I want to do an experiment. This is what I said at the starting. I want to kind of experiment, because I want to make it so that it's got pillars rather than just a wall. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to achieve this. I don't want to use the... let's just get rid of it. Let's just get rid of some of it. Or a lot of it. I kind of want a black background to indicate so you can theoretically walk through it. I think tarmac might work. Hang on. Oh, I don't want to do that. So... No, it's not that I want. It's actually the... What the hell is that? That's a rail crafting station. I don't want that. Also, really, I've got 2 of these. Yeah. I'll have one on each side, then. Right, so I kind of want tarmac, I think. I think that's... might be a... Oh, no! What's it called in this, then? Is it asphalt, maybe? Asphalt. Yes, it is. Because this is, pretty dark. And it's basically going to stand in for darkness. We could just paint it black, I guess. Do 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 do. That's really kind of obvious, isn't it? Oh, no. Oh, we've got black on here. Okay. Look, it's even blacker now. But it's unfortunate. It's also made it really speckly. So I've gone for a slightly different idea, a different approach. It does mean that I am actually using black glass. Oh dear. Once more, I'm destroying everything. Also, it does turn out that this desert is a blowy one, and we are going to get inundated with this, but that's kind of okay. I'm okay with that, even though it's going to be annoying as all hell. I've already run out of black glass. Simply because... oh, black glass is right there. Simply because it's because these wonders are supposed to be a bit decrepit. Some of the future wonders, I guess, will be ruins, maybe? I mean, whenever you think of the what are the other ones? The hanging... No, not the hanging. The mausoleum of bollocks... No, that can't be right. The Colosseum. Is the Colosseum a wonder? I can't remember. That's broken. Someone broke it. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, the whole point is everything's broke. So no, really. Where's that sand even coming from? There's no wind. Oh, there's the wind. It's back. It's back, baby! Right, I think I've again gone a bit rogue. Oh, that fits nicely. Look at that. That's very considerate of it. Normally, it would not do that. It would be a prick. Just need to get rid of the background mistakes I made. Mistakes were indeed made. I also need to put probably a few lights for now. Oh, that's oh no! Look at the sand. Oh. So I'm thinking about painting it white. Oh, the glass got. You know what? Maybe not. I'll go with that as well. That was an experiment. I was hoping to make it a bit whiter. The trouble is these pillars look very dark, and I was hoping to make this whole thing look very kind of I don't know. But oh god, the sand! The sand is going to get so obnoxious so quickly. The trouble is we're right in the middle of the storm, so no matter what I keep doing here, it's just going to keep on getting worse. Well, what I'll do is there. That seals us in a bit. And I'm still going very slow because of the sand. So then what we also need to do. I'm going to go around. So that's a proof of concept. Well, actually, what I'll do is I'm not 100% sure this will stick. This pillar stuff. To be honest, now I've done it, I probably will. We don't need it. In fact, that's kind of the extent we want to make it. And I'll probably have... I don't really necessarily want a staircase there, though. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about this staircase here, either. Oh, flipping Nora. God damn it. Okay, let's just... Where's Aaliyah gone? She's supposed to be defending me against some killer parrots. Or whatever they are. I'm going to go and find her. There you are. Oh, I may have told you to stay there. That's right. Follow me! Do some building! Even though you're an AI who's thick. Never mind. Oh god, I'm still in the fish. Fish! Right. Do. Proof of concept, here we go. Do. It's probably around there. And then we just need to make pillars for days, really. She's going to get in the way, isn't she? She's so going to be in the way. At all times. You inconsiderate troll. Now what's going to go on here with these pillars, anyway? I think maybe this section can be like that. An excellent survival tool. Why, thank you. Oh, you're not talking about me. Or are you? Do. Go away! You're in the way. Right, this is going to be a lot easier because it is. And it's looking okay. It's looking reasonable. It's looking average at best. It's looking terrible! Boo! So this is where this is probably where we can actually fiddle with our symmetry, I guess. And we can actually make it symmetrical based on what we've actually done. So that's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pillars. Ooh, hello. That's alright. So if we do an 8 pillars on this side, we will actually get the symmetry that you so clearly crave. You prick. No. So what have we got? Oh, hang on, we need some background removal here. I have a feeling this is actually quite asymmetrical at the moment. I think this is not quite big enough on the right-hand side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's actually it. Or maybe it is then. Maybe that's actually pretty good. Oh, I got my speed. Yes, I have. Yeah, there we go. This is going to be smaller than I thought, I think. Not going to be a wonder at all. It's going to be a piss. Or something. No, it's just too long. Yeah. And you're across there. This is looking a lot darker. I was hoping for a really like pristine, bright wonder. It's just kind of dark as dicks. But the sandstone will make it okay. I'm wondering whether I should change the sandstone to something grey. Although that would make it really depressing and dank. Bit of dank for the lads. Right, anyway, okay, so we'll do the water thing, which will require us to fish axe up. And get rid of all that. So all this stuff is going to have to be kind of watery, I think. So we need to actually put in a hell of a lot of water into here. Which means we will actually need background. Oh, that needs to be pink sand. Oh, unfortunately the sand changes colour when you actually put it in. So I kind of like wish I hadn't done that now. Oh no, oh, that's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Of course it changes depending where you are, isn't it? Right, we do need some more background, so... like a little chest. Let's do it from behind. The secret background. That should be enough. Maybe. We've got some more as well. Right, where is it? Loose silt. Oh, there's a dark rat. Dear. One of the inhabitants of this nasty little planet. Right, so that'll stop any water getting out. And what I'll probably do, just to make it a bit more sensible, I'll do that. And this I need to fill with water. So what we'll do is we'll establish a... being irritating, says Elia, nutty, nutty. First of all, no, I've just got to remind myself how to do a bloody bookmark. I never use bookmarks. Look, we've got personal space stations like Tim. I can't even remember if that was one from the video or not. Some old moon. Ocean tree. Oh, the ocean tree. That's actually the banyan tree. Ah. Fascinating, isn't it? No, it isn't. How do you actually bloody bookmark a thing? I can never remember this. Coordinates, no. Bookmarks. How do you bookmark a flipping planet? Ah, who cares? What we'll do, I've got a flag on here, so I'm not too worried. Let's go over here. Unexplored. The Illusoria Cradle 3. What's the door being closed? I've never closed that door. Right, maybe that door never existed, I don't know. That's a fuel. Whatever. Right, anyway. Get to here. Ha! Right. By the way, this is just my way of I've just made sure that I put all this stuff that was in my inventory or whatever into the correct place, like blocks, gunks, weapons, and nothing at all. I keep looking at it and think it's like a fracking universe setup like I did with the item network, but where I put something in like one chest and it'll distribute it into the correct category, but we're not in fracking universe. We've got no mods on, other than technically I think we've still got the Explorer mod on. Why am I even doing this? Because I don't actually need to do this, because I've got creative mode or whatever, but gives us a chance to see the sights. Just think, we could have actually been building the wonder on this. Oh, this would have been better. It would have been better on this, wouldn't it? Thinking about it, because we would have been able to just like plonk it on in thin air over here. Oh, this would have been nice. I'm not going to abandon it now. Can I get water in creative without... I don't really want to use just like commands to get stuff. I think that might be a bit kind of cheaty and boring, but yeah, let's what did I even call my... What did I even... Can anybody remember... Oh, there it is. It's literally under H for Hanging Gardens, funny enough. Oh god, it's night time again. Right, now we need to bung in some slosh, I think is the technical term. Ha! Plop. This is going to go a long way. Hey, wait up. I'm just over here, love. God. There's a rogue bit of empty stuff over there. I might need to do that. In fact, I'm starting to think maybe I need to be a bit more ambitious about this, because that Ocean Planet has made me think that the whole thing needs to be floating. So I might actually try and undermine the entire thing. Oh, flip. Probably should have done that. Yeah. And you and all. Oh, I've just ruined everything. I'm hoping... Well, this is going to take some time, isn't it? I'm hoping that I can actually get the whole thing full of water. I think I will actually have to use some water spawning command to actually make this tolerable. Yep, this is going quite straightforwardly. Nice and easy. Background's ugly as hell, though. I'm wondering where... It's really irritating. It's just the colours are just... Oh, especially because it changes halfway. Well, no, it's not the best thing in the world, but it's also not the worst thing, so... So there, really. Hello. Bye. Not that you're really posing any threat to me, because I am Superius Apus Pricius, with Bereus on my headus. Oh no, it's you again. Evil black cat. I mean, black rat. Shout out to evil black cat. Okay, that's pretty much it. Nice little swimming action there. I've trapped her. Well, she's gone from the fart basement to the Hanging Gardens basement now. Oh, she's back. She's back. Do I put in a platform? I think I'm going to put in a platform. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this long term. I'll also get rid of... Oh, the black rat is dying. Yes. I'm not even going to help. You're on your own. Right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take out this background. So that's going to be the water level, essentially. And a bit more of that. So we've got some more background if we need it. Might as well check in the chest, but... Oh, God. A double hammer situation. Energy pillar. Ooh. Might be interesting, actually. That's the more... Oh. Oh! Never seen that before. Huh. Quite interesting. Nice. Right, actually we do need... it looks like we do need some more water. I think I might have actually run out of it. God, I spawned in so much. Let's put that there where my hammer was. Let's fill that up. Bee! Actually, it's not a bee. Wrong Starbound variant. God, this is all ugly as hell. Go with you. I'm totally undermining our special guide pyramid thingy, but never mind. I'm just looking at this, I'm just not liking the pillars. I'm thinking maybe I'm just going to copy this a bit more. We'll have to require a different sort of... I don't know though, because that's actually that sort of background. But at the moment I'm just not really feeling it. There. It just doesn't look right. It just needs to be... I'm going to have a look. I'm thinking I want to make it kind of whitish. Dark grey just looks... Huh. So what could be white? And there's lots of white things that look very high-tech or icy. Don't want to turn it into an asteroid base type affair. I also want something that's kind of... definitely don't want wood. I want it to be like... I'm not sure what I want it to be like, to be honest. Shoji screen panel. No, that's not good. Silver. Tungsten. Wall panel? No, I think that's got a horizontal line across it. That was what we used for the trailer park. I need to do something about this. So here's the results of my latest experiments. I tried painted brick, it looked piss. And then I tried to use this, which is the space station-y stuff. I also discovered that I can paint the sandstone totally white, and it's not looking too bad. Because that's kind of like the colour I was actually kind of like wanting. So if I take all this out, I might not even bother putting in any other background either. Let's get rid of it like that. Because, really. So if I put that in like that, and it automatically... Oh dear, that's no good. Why isn't it... Oh, there's already background there, isn't there? That's why. And there we go. I actually have to paint it again. But... Although this time it's not actually... we've actually lost a thing here, haven't we? I think I'm just going to destroy my symmetry now. Or maybe I've just bugged it up. Oh, it doesn't match the pillars at the bottom, that's why. It's slightly wider this way round. But so once we've painted it, it might look vaguely like it should, in my mind. It's got a strange vibe to it, but I don't know. Would it work? Maybe, is my considered opinion. So I've completely changed my planning now, because I think actually this is like what is it? This is rusty. Is this rusty panel? I think it is. It's rusty panel painted white. I was thinking, well, if we're going to have it like slightly like robotic looking or metallic looking, then why not make the whole thing like a space hanging gardens? Why not actually make it high tech rather than just another one of those to the top left? They were in the bloody game. Why recreate them? So what I'm going to do is, I don't know. I'm not sure about this high tech paneling, but something like that. Something that's a bit more matching, but something that I can actually find in here. And then I think we'll actually have a really cool high-tech sort of situation, rather than... What's that? Baseboard? No, that's not the thing. Not what we want. Actually, dark tomb brick would have been nice for if we were doing the white bricks, but we're not. Heavy iron bars might work. I think it's a bit busy looking, though. Lunar base block? What? I think it needs something a bit greyer. Maybe this. I mean, I wouldn't mind it so like it's one of those things where every block it looks a bit different. So we'll go with that. Actually, that looks okay, doesn't it? It's railing. Let's see what it looks like when there's two in a row. Yeah. Well, the base, maybe we can make the base out of something different. But I think each level could be, like, use this metal rail. This actually looks quite it matches, I think, quite nicely. So let's just give it a... Oh dear, that's the trouble with this bloody fish axe. It does like to destroy absolutely everything possible. I think that went up to about there, didn't it? I'll probably put high-tech platform in at some point when I can be bothered. Not right now. Now I just need to actually just get working on... I just want to finish this bit now anyway. That's my goal for the time being. Coming along nicely. Looking very different to what it did not even about 20 minutes ago. Or less, actually. Right, yeah, getting there. I've started on the upper level, but then, yeah. What I really want to do, just like for the end of the episode, and we'll continue in the next one, is try out some plants. I think that might be fun. I don't know what I'm going to do about the middle bit now, because I'm not sure what to do about staircase, because the original staircase was obviously sandstone. This stuff doesn't really work. I put in the rusty sort of blocks at the bottom. I'm not quite sure if I want to keep on using that, but I think I might do. We'll see. I don't think this background is going to stay in the middle. That I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the upper floor. I mean, I know that the pillars of a hanging gardens doesn't necessarily need to go the whole way along. I might want to change things up a bit. But already I like it now because it looks quite distinctive rather than just like a knockoff of something that already exists. So let's try and put in some plant matter. Also, let's have a look at the furniture situation. I've had to take up the... There it is. Take that up. And what we want is kind of like flowery type things. God, it's sluggish. There we go, look. For some reason in the beds we have a lot of flowery beddy type things. Unfortunately, there's a certain wood stuff that we're going to have to live with. An aesthetic that doesn't really go with the rustiness. And here's some actual hanging baskets, which seems almost perfect. I think lighting-wise, I think we might have to turn our eyes to the Florin way of doing things. What I might do is in the next episode is actually have a bit of an inspirational trip to a Florin village and see what sort of lighting I think we can get from that. But for now, we need to sort of like hanging gardens it up a bit. I mean, this is going to be this sort of thing, I guess. There's not a huge amount of this sort of stuff in the game, but what we also want is for them to be actual trees, maybe, and hang on. They also, I mean, this sort of like dangly aesthetic that we did a lot of in one of our previous builds. can't even remember which one it was. Possibly the space station. But if we have sort of like dangly things, that's not very good. I want it more sort of like dangly like that, sort of like vines. I might even be able to. I won't be able to put it in the background necessarily in this build because it'll interfere with the. I mean, look, if I start taking stuff out, maybe the glass might work. Actually, I won't be able to do it with the actual main. Oh, that looks okay. Yeah, it looks okay. Just the trouble is if I take out this stuff, it starts to interfere with the diagonal nature of it all. Yeah, that just looks weird, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm not too keen on that. I haven't actually painted any of this. I was going to originally paint it all white. I might actually leave it as it is. Painting just is a massive arseache anyway, but more just simply because I think it's fine as it is, really. Don't need to worry about that. Very little rusty panel left. Ah, never mind. But this sort of thing, probably not quite so, hit you on the head. And maybe we'll think about vines and stuff like that. Put that in the background like that. And so then we can put in some... I mean, the hanging baskets all look too jolly and bright in comparison. And also, I'll probably need to think about doing this in a more symmetrical... Yeah, because I'm just bugging that up, aren't I? Have that there. Oh, she's going a bit mad. A lovely hanging basket. How right you are, Elia. How right you are. There's other things as well. I mean, I want to make room for flow and lighting and stuff like that. These probably won't stay, but we're starting to get there. As I say, what I really want is for a lot of this dangly stuff, a lot of creeping out and just making a bit of a nuisance of itself, just so we actually have got a very kind of rich, verdant type thing in this kind of rusty hellhole that I am creating. Alright, so I think we'll stop here. We will pick this up again in another episode. I think hopefully this will only take us one more episode, because this feels like a manageable build for a second episode. And then we shall continue our 7 Wonders of Starbound. Hooray! And that. So yes, we will come up with some more ideas. Let me know if you've got any like killer ideas, and I'll probably I'll originate them and not credit you. Hooray! So also do check out my Discord and my Patreon if you want to help support the channel. Subscribe and all the usual things. Maybe even leave a like. Wow. Leah, go away. Stay there. Stay there. No, stay there. Go. God damn it. Obey me. I'm Spoiler Ape. Ah. Went away. She's mad. Ah.